Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to jump into it right away. If you're enjoying these ones and would like to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to start out with your coffee cup and saucer and then move on to your tarot and oracle. I see tears of joy coming forward here. There are three of them. Two of them fall down. One of them is hanging on to its dear life right there and just falling down into your heart space. Can be something, maybe you have like three things on your checklist, or maybe three financial desires that you're trying to accomplish. Can be like three different approvals that you're waiting for, or maybe even three different paperwork that you need to file through. I feel like here they're gonna all the first two is going to be a little like much smoother than the third one. The third one doesn't mean it's not going to happen. If you're waiting for maybe a court case, maybe you're waiting for the verdict to come forward, I feel like that's going to have like a delayed results, okay? You might feel like see the first two things accomplished this month, but the third one might take it's a little bit longer than that. But I don't feel like it is going to take like forever. Maybe it will like just a tiny bit longer than that one, okay? I see in your heart space, there's like there are two eyes actually, but there's small eyes right there. I see a bird's head. Bird can be symbolizing that someone actually going to be delivering you some messages. Evil eye is not like a negative thing, can be also caused by too much of like attention coming to you, like a surge of energy coming to you. But I don't feel like it is a big thing and affecting your life. It's not even very visible. So while you're feeling your energy is being drained, tired, maybe distracted, sometimes like clumsiness comes with it too. If you're feeling that way and you are exposed to a lot of energies from others, it's good to just close that energy gap a little bit, okay? It's good to protect your energy field. That's good protection from the evil eye. And I see here there's a legal paper showing up right here within the first week or so. There's a right anchor right there. And I also see like two spheres actually like wrapping around each other. Kind of like looks like a propeller. One of them, like when the propeller is turning so fast, we don't really see the full blade. We just see like a reflection of it. I see two of them here. Propeller can be something, again, energy related, because just the first thing popped into my head, those like a wind energy producer, electric producer windmills. It's not a mill, but it is like something. It's called windmills, I think. Yeah, it's not actually mill to produce wheat, but I think that's what they're called. So I feel here there's a massive fast energy back to back coming forward. This can be two different opportunities showing up in your field very soon. I see letter S right there. Sagittarius, you have the S already. This can be in the first name or the last name of a person coming forward. Number 5 also, it seems like here that's also another way of cultivating more creativity into your life. However, that kind of includes a little bit more discipline. Discipline doesn't have to be specifically physical discipline. It can be also mental discipline, mentally controlling your thoughts and like pulling them away from whenever you go to the negative consideration. That I'm not saying just do not calculate your risks. That's like a very important thing as actually to do as well. That will give you a plan to do if the things do not go the way you want them to be, or like short saying, if the things go south. But if when you have the plan all set, what to do, it's time to just look forward, because I see there's a beautiful legal contract showing, and right there, it's very clear to me. There are one fish right there, another fish right there. There are two fish. Fish indicates wealth, opportunity, money, abundance coming your way, okay? And it seems like within the first week of the month, these are not going to take too long. It's going to show up right away. Another thing I see here, there's actually a llama towards the end of the month showing up, and there's a little monkey and llama. They're having a conversation here. Llama can be symbolizing someone actually resilient, strong, powerful, also a little bit stubborn. And because like I feel like llamas and camels, they look alike, but they're totally different things. But the thing here, this llama can be also like, because I felt the energy of the camel and camels are used for like moving on from one space to another. This can be an opportunity for you coming forward, your resilience or a strong, resilient personality, bringing that to you to help you move forward from one place to another. This doesn't have to be physical movement. This can be even mental, moving on from one project to another. I see there's a pathway opening earlier than that outside of your comfort zone. There's a person's silhouette right there, pathway in there. There's a chunk of money, like a small batch of like a goodies, abundance source. It kind of looks like a pear to me as well, which is something very enjoyable. It kind of represents having fun and joy. So it can be like a small resource first you're going to discover, and then it can open up like a longer pathways for you. Before that shows up, there's a pathway here too within the second week. And I see kind of like a face of a horse right there. Kind of like, it's not very 100% clear, but I'm going to show you what I see. I see kind of like, okay, there's a person there. This part just looked like a horse to me. Now I see a man with a mustache right there. I don't know if you guys can see that one, like with a long eyebrow. Kind of reminds me of, not exactly him, but I don't know if you guys watched the V for Vendetta. There's like a Guy Fawkes mask and style, and I think there was a Guy Fawkes in that in the beginning of the movie as well. Kind of reminded me of that. This can be someone rebellious. Let's go with that idea, opening up a pathway. But Sagittarius, you have that kind of vibe too. This doesn't mean that you have to become a trader at the end of the day. It doesn't have to mean that. It can mean that something good that you can plan it out and put it out there and can make a powerful impact. So what happened with, like in the movie, let's get back to the movie, which is one of my favorites, and he doesn't actually does what the Guy Fawkes does, the main character V doesn't do that. He actually proves his point that he's doing something beneficial for the humanity. So peacefully though, I'm always on the side of the peace. This is not a political argument that I'm putting out there. It's like a rhetorical, basically, but an example for you. Instead of, if you are choosing a certain way and it's causing you to lose your sanity, maybe your integrity, or maybe lose financial, what you already have, this can actually suggest you there's a better way, there's a better strategy and an outside pathway. I see a boot here, and there's the horse head right there again, which is going to be your wish fulfillment, but you might have to put the boots on and get on a different pathway. If you have been following the same way and it's not really happening, maybe you should find this outside pathway. Can be something more educated. We're going to see with the tarot what this means even deeper. I see kind of like a little dog right there. Dog can be symbolizing like surrounding yourself with people who are actually with you. They support you. They actually support your cause. It can be that kind of like finding true support for yourself. And also, boot can be maybe if you have been struggling in a certain field and you are trying to make it there and it's not happening, but you truly hear from people that you have a true talent for some other things, and maybe it's time to just pursue those things, because the boot also can symbolize like a change, a victorious attitude, can be actually like conquering something that actually, like, resonates with you, that you intentionally do. Boot also the shape of Italy, in actually that can be also something ancestral to you that you should be following. Or maybe like if you have doubts about moving to somewhere else outside your comfort zone, all roads lead to Rome. There are two saying coming to me now. All roads lead to Rome. So no matter what you do, you're going to end up successful anyways. And the second thing is, when you're in Rome, you act like a Roman, basically. So if you're in a situation that is going to last a short term, but is going to be extremely beneficial for you when it comes to financials, money, career, school, maybe you're going through like a hard class, which a professor is asking you to do like certain projects, maybe when in Rome, you can adapt and figure it out, and then that will be a great beneficial something that you will really benefit. Maybe if you are preparing like a subject, something that is like foreign to you, maybe presentation about it, maybe you can turn to an article in the future and then into a book That can be your first publish product. I mean, yeah, can be something like that. Let's move on. I see here the legal paper coming forward within the first week. Maybe this is actually a contract you're going to be signing. Can be a plane ticket, a train ticket. If you would like to buy something, can be the paperwork for that, or maybe a visa. I see here phone lines, as well as kind of reminds me of like a plane lines. They fly in the air. They actually have kind of like a plane routes. This can be maybe leaving your current place and moving on to somewhere that is going to be much more beneficial for you. The pathway is opening and there's a chunk of money in your heart space that you're desiring. You might even get the offer when you get on the phone with the right people. You might even get the offer. Another thing I see here, there's a person, kind of like a surreal. It's not like a regular human painting, kind of like a Picasso type of like a thing. I see someone's eye right there, a male figure with like a pointed chin. And he has like a little boy as a nose. And the other eye kind of looks like it's covered by a mask, like a metal mask maybe. This kind of looks like also keyhole. Nose is the smell. I don't know if you do anything by smell, or maybe cooks are actually required to have. The taste is also related to smell as well, because like I feel like it's like both related. It's like connected to each other. It can be something cooking about, or taste, or a good taste. This can be someone surreal in the sense of maybe extremely creative, out of this world type of a creative personality. Can be guiding you if you're an artist, or if you're like a cook, or doing something that is smell related. Can be something like that too. Maybe you're producing perfumes. That's a profession. So I feel like here this can be someone guiding you. This can be someone actually like have a different taste, maybe have an non-traditional approach of mixing different things, but they have come up with a success. And the second week they show up and there's another person right under them, another person like with a half face, with a mustache. So it's going to be like a masculine environment you're going to find yourself in. Even there's a third one here. We see the profile, the nose, the mouth, a long chin right there. There's another person, and the bear here wearing a hat. So I feel like here, this can be like a masculine environment you're going to find yourself in. Maybe these are the people that are supporting your cause, that you're going to be representing something to this bear to get some financial success, or maybe like a presentation will bring you financial support, maybe a good contract. This can be like a product that you have. And I feel like you're going to be pulling inspiration from others as well. It's not only going to be your own single like effort. I feel you might receive physical help or pull inspiration from that. And finally, I see here there are two people. I know there are too many things in the one spot. I see, I'm going to cover it up so you guys can see too. You see there are two heads right there. I'm going to focus it back on. Two heads right there. They're like very close kissing. There's a third one even here. You're going to find yourself in your element with the people that are actually like loving and supporting what you're doing. And the bear can be someone financially secure and strong. They can be an investor, someone actually maybe a boss that loves what you're doing and like help you with a project, or this can be like an upgrade coming to you with a teamwork that you create. And then I see a house on the sticks right there, kind of like one of those sailor towns. There are sometimes, because of what is that called? The moon's movement. Sometimes I just think things in a different language in my head, and then I can't find the right word in English. So, tide. When they're like a very like some places that the tide is very strong, they build houses on the water and like a longer sticks and such. I feel like here that will lead you to like a higher plane that will protect you from with the project that you actually put effort into. Can be like financial support coming into your life, finding that bear that will be supporting you, and that bear will probably help you like put your house on the sticks, basically like lift you up, elevate you, raise you. If this is a house that you're trying to sell, the price may be elevated. Maybe you're going to do some creative changes on there. It is going to be more valuable. Can be a product that you have affecting that. Can be at work. Maybe you are actually learning something extra which will elevate your success, elevate your payment. It can be the third week, but I know this is like a long-term things now. My mind keeps diving into the things the sooner that I see the shapes, but it can be like a long-term thing. I even see here a child, a baby, a little child, like a toddler, kissing the forehead of a baby. So this can be like two brothers actually helping each other as well. Or this can be like your brothers, can be your children. Maybe you are actually going through that kind of like a financial issues with the payments of the school of the children. Maybe they're going to find a way to support each other too. And I see the star here. Star is wish fulfillment. So there's also torches burning. Your passion is going to come to life, basically. I feel that here, okay? Whatever you're passionate about is going to come to life. The one last thing, there are two things that I see here. There's a ship sailing towards the highest places, and there's this kind of reminds me of the sails first initially, and then I see a woman's head. She's wearing a hat. It's the receiving energy. The feminine energy is the receiving energy. Both male and female, we have them within us because we need to give, we need to receive. There are certain times a mother can be masculine with her children because she does everything for them and gives to them. And there might be a time that man can be feminine and receive the help, okay, coming from their friends. That's the feminine energy, okay? So it doesn't have to, it's not gender related. Energy is not gender related. So I see here, there's a boat flying to the highest, topest mountain. There's an octopus right there. This can be someone who can do multiple things at once. You are actually here showing up as your feminine energy. So you're receiving some good gift, good energy, good financial, successful, like good luck here. And what happens is that will carry you to a very high position and situation here. That inspiration that you're going to receive, that you're going to cultivate, it is going to carry you really high, but you're not going to be alone on top. You're going to have a very multifunctional friend, very flexible here. Another thing I see right there is like a kind of like a baby, like swaddled here, kind of like looks like a little bit fish right there. Fish indicates financial success. Baby, and I see like sleds, two sleds under it. Baby is that big. And there's a male character here protecting the baby. Baby can be your new idea, new financial successful pathway that you're creating for yourself, and you're swaddling it, taking care of it, but you're not laying it dormant right there. Towards the end of the month, I feel like there might be an information coming forward, inspiration you're going to collect, something that will actually help you put this baby on a sled and start pulling it towards the direction that it needs to go, okay? Can be inspiration. I see a feminine character sitting under here. This can be like someone, maybe your grandmother praying for you or from the heavens helping you. There's a feminine character praying for you. Maybe like a partner that you have, a good friend, sister. It doesn't have to be specifically like bloodlines also. It can be a good friend helping you somehow. Help can be physical, can be mental here, okay? Let's get into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be. I see a massive chunk of money here, kind of forming like a moon right there, half moon. It's not the full moon yet. Full moon usually indicates emotions, and your desire is like very likely coming forward, but it has some time. There's a small chunk of money initially coming ahead, and towards the end of the month, I see another small chunk of money showing up here, but there's a massive project in your heart space, okay? There's a fish also here towards the end. Like, you're not going to be like left out in the cold. Basically, you're going to, there's tears of joy fell out right now. I'm wiping it. So you're going to be receiving a lot of good blessings, but it's not going to stay with that. There's the second desire coming forward. There's something massive here I see. This can be a massive idea that you have. Doesn't have to be specifically a business idea. It can be maybe something is calling you, telling you within you, okay, I need to call this institution. I need to call this government agency. I need to talk to them, because there's some people actually retired here. Maybe like something is calling you. There is a project that you keep thinking about. Houses for Humanity, Habitat for Humanity. I think I heard about them back in the day, 10 years ago, but I saw this gentleman, actually, older gentleman, who's been diagnosed with some sickness, and he still went there to build a home, for example, Habitat for Humanity. So it can be something, if it is like speaking to you, you can pick it up and call. It's something special to America. And like maybe something is like you keep seeing the ad, maybe you should just give it a call, pick up the phone, because it can lead you to like crescent moon right there. You see, it's going to become the crescent moon eventually, which is legal accomplishment, wish fulfillment, success. Okay. Let's get into your tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, it's good to focus on that one so we can get clear answers this time. I actually opened up a Celtic cross before this reading for myself, and it was extremely accurate, and I loved it. So I was wondering if you would like some, maybe about relationships and such, so I can maybe add it in there in the mix for the monthly readings as well. Okay, weekly, monthly. The timeline doesn't really matter. I do a lot of these readings. Let's see what's your current situation now. Six of Wands. Okay, I feel like Six of Wands is a massive victory coming your way. It represents your current situation. Maybe you are already in a very good financial successful way and you want more, you desire more, you want to create more. And it seems like here your joyful attitude, the more you actually focus on your victories rather than seeing the losses, you're going to attract more of those goodness, financial success into your life. Looking beautiful. Let's see the opportunities. We have the Ace of Wands, guys. One of the luckiest I see so far, by the way. Ace of Wands is a fire energy, aligned with your energy. I love this he is wearing here. I think it's red carnelian. I think I had one here. Yeah. This is red carnelian is fire energy. Like you can maybe pick up one of these and carry it around in your pocket. Red is dangerous to carry in your wallet because red is a very fast energy. It can bring things fast. It can actually take things fast away as well. So it's good to just hold it in your hand while you're visualizing maybe the desires that you have or the plans while you're planning what you want to do with the financial future, or if you have an idea of creating a business, investing into a new stock or bond, a new idea, or maybe even like you see other opportunities, other companies that are paying well, and you are actually seeing left and right job offers coming forward in online. Maybe you should just go ahead and apply to that because it seems very good here. The risky part here, not being able to collect the results really soon. Okay, that's the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe you're going to be wondering, okay, I applied, where is it now? You said it's a fast energy. It didn't show up yet. This is earth energy. It's a slower energy. So this is your doubt creeping in. That's the risky part. I feel like this is not really outside, but inner, sometimes inner effect. Also on the outside as well, maybe it's like there's a stagnancy in the market that you're shooting for. There might be some pauses, delays, not in the sense of like a hangman. Now it's an interruption or a tower. It's not like that. It is about like procedure wise, it might take a while. The seeds that you're planting will actually grow very well. You're going to like the crop is going to be beneficial, very abundant, but you might have to it might take its time, so you might have to be patient, maybe even just diving into another thing. Let's see the advice and also the outcome. The outcome is what you put out is what you get back. Your energy will come back to you multiplied, okay? Patience is important here with the Seven of Pentacles energy. However, when you're being patient and minding your own business and maybe even doing a little bit charity, this is actually Six of Pentacles energy is giving what is coming to you, like sharing it, not giving everything you have in your pocket. That's kind of puts a person, anyone, I feel like, if you give everything you have, if you don't have that innately knowing that I'm always being taken care of feeling, what happens is when you give up something that you have that you think is going to be keeping you in a wealthy position, you might feel lack. And if that's what it is, I feel like balance it out. Also here, the 8 symbol of eternity, giving and receiving, karma, balance. Okay, keep the balance here. Whatever makes you feel, confident, okay, without making you feel less confident in your situation. Giving will come back multiplied. And giving doesn't have to be sharing everything in your pocket. Your energy is a value. Your smile is a value that affects someone's life. Eventually, that becomes a butterfly effect for you as well, okay? Let's get the clarifiers and see more into the details. I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards and my Lenormand deck, which is very dramatic. I feel like this is so dramatic, guys. Let's pull some. Some of the stuff are really, not this one that much, but I have another like version of that. Let's see. We have distance horizon with the 6 of Wands. It seems like there are new pathways, new doorways, even unexpected. Ship right there. I saw the ship in your cup as well. You're going to be sailing from like wherever you are to like an unexpected good position places. It says the suggestion is time to act. A lot of fire energy here you have. Lion, Leo is its fire energy as well. It can be even getting the help from someone who's a Lion, Leo, or maybe you are the Leo here. You are the leader. You have to just pick up and go. You have to lead with confidence. We have message of concern coming forward from a lady right there. This can be someone in your family, maybe wondering, or someone close to you, a feminine energy, being concerned about your, you know, what's going to be happening when you take the risk, the opportunity. We have sorrow over a loss about this person. So this can be someone who has already lost things, or can be again your feminine energy. Maybe you're not trusting that this time is going to be right for you. Even though ideas, the inspiration comes to you, you're feeling excited about it, you still have doubts, and that can actually show up. But this is the positive stuff. So I feel like this is actually going to have message of like being concerned about the future, analyzing it, and like feeling your sorrow over a loss, not feeling like, because some people, they bounce back very good from like the bad situations. However, they don't feel regret about, or they don't take any lessons. They just fail right away. And it's like some of the lottery winners. They just win and lose everything, and win again, lose again. It's not like there's no like learning there. Okay, but I feel like here, whatever that happened to you, that already taught you the lesson. Okay, you don't have to just put yourself into that mindset that of loss. We have here the lucky number 7 with the 7 of Pentacles. So it is actually going to be, you're going to be receiving a very good message, which will, we have the rooster here. Again, rooster is actually symbolizing someone or something that will wake you up a new day, change your total perspective about the finances, the money. And you're going to definitely have upgrade, and the results are going to be coming forward faster. We have courtship here. Partnership definitely showing up, giving and receiving. We have 2 different hands right there. So it is a good thing for you. It is going to be a very good opportunity coming your way. And you're going to not only do that with by yourself, but doing with someone that you love, which will elevate maybe even your financial status together. Okay. Number 4 is stability. You're going to create stability in your life. It doesn't have to be a lover. It can be someone that you love being with, or you create. Some people, when they come together, they create miracles. Okay, they're so creative together. Maybe that's that kind of like a partner you're going to come together with. Okay, let's see what the oracle shows up for you. We have a couple more here. Let's see. We have professional assistants. So this is going to be your people that are surrounding you. Whenever you're stepping into this new idea, new thing, get your professional assistants going. If this is a legal case, get a lawyer. If this is a financial thing you're starting, advice with a financier or like accountant. If this is something you're selling, you're trying to sell a home or buy a home. Actually, like I was watching this woman, I love her attitude, Glenda Baker. She's on Instagram, and she's like, she was telling like a good thing about like how she sells the house deemed unsellable, like they've been on the market for a year. She says like, I rebrand it, rearrange it, I get it to the right price and sell it in like 3 weeks. That didn't sell in 3 years. She's like, describes it that way. So that's also like a professional, a person that trusts what they do, and they do it very efficiently. This can be like your help coming forward. We have the Fire Prince. You have a lot of fire and passion that you have to cultivate into your finances here. Optimism and aggression. So aggression can be representative of maybe you are optimistic, you want to do this thing, but maybe sometimes you're burning your own self because the results are not coming fast. This is an advice as well as a warning too. Like, keep optimism, but the results might take some time. And if they do, even the Nobody shows like what happens when you win the lottery. Okay, when you win the lottery, you take the paper, you go there and you sign a bunch of paperwork. They take the taxes out, and I think that's like, I never experienced that before, but they definitely take taxes out of it. I don't know if you file it or the company actually removes it. So it's a process. It's not like I have it in my hand the next day. If it's not like a big, if it's like a small chunk, maybe you can get it the next day, but it's the massive amount. There are certain procedures to it. So I feel like that. I see 2 4s, by the way. I don't know if you can see like 4 4 4. 4 is very good. This is actually with the 7 again right there. This is very good, very lucky. So the procedure, when you follow the procedure in the right way and maybe even get the people who can follow it for you, you will be actually ending up in a very good place. We have the third house. I use the potential of my mind to the fullest. So your creative ideas are going to be upgrading your situation very fast. And you will be also using your full potential this time when it comes to manifest your financial wealth. Let's see your spirit animal this time. We have the Nightingale here. It's a beautiful air element related animal here. This is actually your gateway to flying high, creating, I see a lot of blue now, creating that protection. First of all, blue color is the protection color when it comes to like protection, when you're creating a protection bubble surrounding you. Also, this is actually about like flying high and keeping it high in the sense of like energy wise. Also, fearless voice. There you go. Speaking your own truth. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly, the simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flash of plumage of other birds, transports its listeners to the realm of poetry. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? Okay, sings, speaks freely, and kindness is going to be coming your way. And I feel like here with the nightingale energy is you have something to offer to the humanity, okay? But can be through your words, singing, your art, maybe, but it is need to be expressed, okay? So nightingale will be there for you to help you express that. You can see them on TV, or maybe if you have them around, you can see them, listen to them, and they will be guiding and inspiring this time, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.